Hi everybody, welcome to episode 7 of the Tech is Hard podcast.
Today we are talking about new drones and droning on about drones.
Also, is there a conspiracy about VPNs?
And we're going to test our binaural microphones for the podcast, so get your headphones out.
Plus our tips of the week and much, much more. So let's get started. Okay, welcome to episode 7 of the Tech is Hard podcast. My name is Andy Round, joined by Danny Black in Brisbane, Australia. Not from Brisbane, Australia. I've got to stop doing that. Yeah. So he's in Brisbane, Australia, originally from Detroit. Yeah. And
I don't want to confuse people with my accent. It's just.
But yeah, all our main channels on YouTube will be linked in the description down below. Go and check us out down there. We're also on TikTok. We're on Instagram at Tech is Hard Podcast. And you can follow us. We're available on all the podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, a myriad of different platforms I've never heard of. I don't know about you, Danny.
That's a good word.
Breaker being myriad. One of them. And of course, here on YouTube, if you want to engage with us, then you have to come over to YouTube. I think we pay more attention to the YouTube channel more than the podcast. I'm not sure.
Well, it's the only place you can get comments, I think.
Yeah, you don't really use. You don't get comments off Spotify. You can leave us a good rating if you want over on Spotify and Apple. That really helps this podcast out. We're trying to grow it, but it's doing really well. We've got lots of new followers over here on YouTube. The views are up on the actual Apple podcast and Spotify, so we're rocking. And rocking, dude. Yeah. Today we've got interesting conversation. We're talking about new drones possibly coming out this month, I think, from DJI.
Yeah, from what I've heard, they're looking at maybe an FPV drone. Yep. And to be honest, I think that would be the drone that I would get next. I have drones just sitting around. I'm actually eager to do something with them.
Yeah.
But I want to get back into it. But I think that, the FPV would kind of be exciting. Like, I don't know if anybody listening or watching has ever seen an FPV drone, but it's kind of like a bird's eye view where you can like really kind of swoop around and do all this crazy stuff. Have you seen those, Sander?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about Matty as well, but he's been using the FPV drones a lot on his vlogs, and they're so cool. And I think you're right. I've had a couple of drones in the past, and I'm not using it at all for my videos. I know my videos have sort of changed on the main channel to more tech. But if we're doing sort of vlog style videos, then that's when they're coming useful. But I just haven't used it. I think I need something new, something exciting to come out like that to probably have a play with.
Maybe. I don't know. I think that with the drone, for me, I think this is what built my channel. It was all about flying the drone. Not like that wasn't what the channel was, but it was like everything was in the vlog was building to let's go to this cool spot and fly the drone. That's kind of that's how I made the channel. Traveling around Australia and even America, did a bunch of drone shots, and it was amazing to do that. And now I think, like, especially like doing a tech review or something, it just seems like a pain in the butt to get the drone out and fly it for like for a 20-second shot or something like that.
Like you said, it takes a lot of time to get it up and going, and you have to sort of get your phone out and connect it to it and all that kind of thing. And it's just all for that, maybe a 20-second shot in a vlog. It's just a bit of a pain sometimes. When they first came out, I remember when I first had the Mavic Pro. Oh man, I was so excited about that. It was awesome, the stuff you could do with it. The camera was amazing on it, 4K, and I got some really good shots. But that sort of excitement's waned over time. I'm not really excited about them anymore. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, with that Phantom 4 back there. I don't know if you see it. Do you see it? Focus. It works. It works. It just sits there.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty.
And that was the exciting thing about the Mavic when it came out. It was like foldable, and you didn't have to carry this massive drone around with you in a big box. So you could just sort of fold it, put it in your backpack, and it was amazing.
Well, the funny thing about the Phantom 4, the reason I haven't sold it is it's not really. It's worth more for me to keep than it is for me to sell.
Yeah.
Like it's not worth that much, but. The reason why I like a drone like that is if I ever do like off of a sailboat kind of, shot again, those are way easier to catch on a sailboat that's moving fast than a Mavic Air 2 or something like that.
Yeah, got the
and
big legs
it's better
on,
in the wind as well. So
right.
So that's why I keep it. I think it's worth it more just in case I need it drone.
Yeah.
But the Mavic Air 2 is my other one, and it's so easy to use. It's just
I got the Mavic Mini at the moment, but it's it's got its limitations with the distance and the range it's got. So I don't know. It's more of a pain to use than enjoyment, if you know what I mean. But they're good things to have in your camera bag. Sony brought out a big drone a few weeks back where you can attach their new mirrorless cameras to. That's like a professional drone. It's not really a consumer one. But I feel like that's where the drones are moving to now. More professional users are using them to film. Obviously, they use them in the big budget films as well, and more of the practical uses. Like the emergency services are using them over here in the UK for catching baddies and that kind of stuff. So I think that's what they're being used for now. It's good technology. But I think as far as the consumers are concerned, then we need something interesting to come out like this FPV, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, and you can maybe use it more like, like, sorry, I keep clearing my throat here. But it's like, like in a field, you can do like races and stuff like that. It can be more fun instead of just trying to get, these creative shots, although that's a huge plus to it. But also you have to look at what's interesting about the new drones and drone technology is I still think they're trying to push like the Amazon deliveries and probably even like food deliveries and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's still, I feel like that's still going to happen. I don't know.
I think
the logistics of it seem like a nightmare, but
well, I mean, strange things have happened in the world, haven't they, over the last, when it comes to technology. We're on Mars now as well. We're on Mars again.
Yeah, that's right.
We've seen some of the pictures from that. It looks crazy.
I've only seen the memes, so of like not real people that are. There was like a McDonald's one, like there's a McDonald's sign in the background or something like that.
There's always those people doing those memes.
Yeah, I mean I think that's amazing. What an achievement to even like I can't even begin to fathom what would go into the thought process of like getting something that far. Like you can't fathom it.
They were talking about the code that they wrote to actually get the thing landed was 500,000 lines long, the computer code, and it took like 1,000 people 5 years to write it.
My God.
Honestly, it was just, I was like, what? I moan about editing a video on YouTube. That takes me 4 hours. And these people have been working this long on this code. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, I like what they're trying to do. I think that it's actually on a weird large scale of existentialism. It's like, if a comet does hit Earth and we all die, it's like we're done. It's done. Human life is gone.
Yeah.
So at least cover our bases and it's just the start of it.
Crazy the amount of technology's advancing every day, isn't it? And it's crazy what they've achieved over there. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the good photos that are coming over the next few days, and we're getting some video apparently. They're sending some video back.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Yeah, they got a drone. There's a helicopter.
Oh, of course, there's a drone on the rover. Yeah, they've got this mini helicopter that's gonna scout around the area.
That's an interesting idea. That's so cool. But how would they control it? It's gonna be robotic. Obviously, it's gonna have all the
I think
the sensors
it's got
and stuff.
pre-plotted points.
Yeah, because no one would be able to control it. It's like I don't know how long the delay is. That'd be like a nightmare to try to figure that out.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be part of that.
You can't
Did you see Facebook decided to ban the news?
I saw a bit of this.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
Well, so I'm sure there's people that are going to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Cricky, and he has a right to. I think we actually talked about it too. But it's what it is the news. The government kind of went against Facebook, saying, "Listen, the news, they're getting all your clicks. People are sharing them. They want part of the profits because of that." Facebook said, "No, you're not gonna you're on our platform.
Yeah,
no." And so then they kind of pushed harder against them, and then Facebook said, "Okay, fine. You don't have to do the news on our platform. See ya, bye." And in all honesty, I love it. I think that's good for humanity. All the news that I saw out of Australia from the channels, that had the news the articles and stuff, it was all clickbait headlines to try to suck you into it. But then most people wouldn't even read the actual article. They'll get enraged by the headline and then share it, and everyone would have comments, and it'd be very divisive. So I imagine this is going to be a really good thing. I think that, hey, maybe they should do that
I'm honestly on the side of what you're saying. It's like, I just think, I mean, Facebook, even Instagram's getting the same with like the adverts. They've changed it into this advert platform rather than just photos. It's one of the massive problems of humanity, Facebook, and all this fake news stuff, the stuff that gets spread out without even people knowing what they're talking about it's quite scary, really, what you can achieve with this.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I get that people would be like on the side of like, dude, Facebook shouldn't have that much power to be able to do that. But at the same time, what's stopping anyone from going somewhere else and just being like, I'm not going to be on Facebook anymore. Let me just go somewhere else.
True.
Or like, my wife was like, well, emergency services, like that got taken off as well too. And so she was like, how are people going to know? I'm like, well, they could go on the website, or if you want to get their news, go to their website.
Yeah.
Watch the TV show. It's just, it's funny to think of how far we've dove in. We've dived, how far we've dived. That's a weird way to say it. We've dived into this to where people don't even realize, oh yeah, remember websites? Or we could just go to their website.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
to get my news, I just go on the BBC News app website. I don't go to anything else. I don't look at the only reason I've still got Facebook, if I'm totally honest, is to share out and promote my YouTube channel. That's the only reason I've got it, and maybe because I've got so many photos on there from past that it's sort of a free storage platform for photos.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I just don't go on it at all.
Well, speaking of Facebook, they are looking to make a watch that competes with the Apple Watch.
Oh my God.
And they're going to sell it for like nothing. They are going to probably take a loss on it because they want everyone wearing it. And do you know why they want everyone wearing it?
The notifications.
They want your information. They want your information. They want your privacy exposed. They want to be able to sell your data. And that's the big problem with Facebook, in my opinion, is all that privacy. Like I saw somewhere that Apple could potentially ban Google and Facebook from their future phones and Instagram because of their bad practices with the the data and the privacy. So that would be a weird world, but probably maybe even the start of a better world in a sense.
Well, can you imagine? Right, for instance, my watch has got a heart rate monitor on it. So can you imagine Facebook using that data? So if I look at a specific advert and my heart rate goes up, they're going to know that, aren't they? So they're going to be able to target you adverts judging on your heart rate.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's something that immediately just popped into my head about a Facebook watch. So...
Having said that, if it came out, I'd probably get it just to...
No, there's no way. I'm switching from Apple. My Apple Watch, I love it, but that scares me.
Yeah.
That scares me.
Before we take a break, I know we're going to be taking a break in a little bit, but we do need to recap the last episode, the comments and stuff like that. So
let's do that then.
And even the giveaway. Talk a little bit about the giveaway from the comments. Actually, we could say that for later, probably. The giveaway. We'll bring that up later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last episode. Oh,
the last episode.
Let's look at the comments.
Yeah,
we can just look at the top comments.
Gina Walters last week was loads of fun. We had so much fun on the continued conversation as well. If you haven't checked that out, go and watch that. It was awesome. And so top comments. I feel like I've got all the giveaway ones.
I'm looking at so the actual episode is Josh Walker Vlogs. What's up? I think we want to get him on as a guest. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Josh, if you're listening, contact us for season 2. Great podcast, guys. The Gina interview was on point. I agree. That was great. Gina says, thanks, guys, for having me on. Love your show. Good old Jonathan Creek, who was a guest on the show, says, Xander must really hate Alfie if he sent him the blue snowball microphone. LOL.
What does he possibly mean by that?
You know what? It's the funniest thing because I remember you having the best sound ever with that blue microphone.
It's a fantastic
I was always
microphone.
like, why are you ever trying to change to a different one? Alfie, same ship, different day, wrote a few comments. Actually, no, he wrote the same comment, but it looks like because of his internet was probably going out and in, it kind of posted, but it said, sat on a bus in Sri Lanka listening to this.
That's awesome.
Thanks for the shout out, and thanks again for all the gear, Xander, including the snowball. Looking forward to getting involved in the near future. Also hoping that I'm your first Sri Lankan stream.
I'm betting he is.
He's not Sri Lankan, but he's
Definitely.
getting on a cruise ship out there.
Yeah, he's working over in Australia now, isn't he? He's got a new job over there.
He's on P&O Australia, which is he's getting on one of those ships, which is where I met him. But I think that P&O just pushed back their dates until like after July.
Oh, right.
And so he's only on for like a 4-month contract. So I think that he's not going to even be on any guests. I don't think that he's going to not be on any guests, be on the ship with any guests. And I don't think he's going to be sailing in Australian waters as far as I know.
Oh, no,
So, but we'll have him as a guest on the show from the ship, which will be fantastic on season 2. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
That's going to be great. So
we only had one comment from the on the Gina Walters continued conversation, and that was Gina saying, more Gina.
Did you like how I had to give her parental discretion advice?
Yeah, definitely parental discretion needed on that episode, but it was a lot of fun to have Gina on, and we'll definitely have her on soon. She's going to be joining us on the live stream. And
she'll pop on.
Remind people a little bit about the live stream happening, which is going to be episode 11. We're doing a big giveaway, and the video telling you and explaining you all about that is on our channel. How you got to enter, what you got to do, what you can win, and that's going to be interesting.
There's a lot of people that have entered, and
we've had like 40 comments on that video.
And some people might have gotten things wrong on it, where they think that we're giving away AirPods and iPhone 12s. Guys,
we're not.
We have 220 subscribers on YouTube, and we can't afford that. Although the prices we're giving are amazing.
Yeah, the prizes are really good. We've got you're giving away some awesome lights. What I'll do in the video in the description, I'll sort of list the stuff we're going to give away, so it's there. But that's going to be loads of fun.
Yeah, awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, be nice to do a live stream on episode 11. So take a quick break, and then we'll be back after this short interlude.
Commercial break.
So I finally bit the bullet and I got Epidemic Sound. I didn't like the idea of paying monthly for music on my videos. However, since I started using it, wow, I'm kicking myself for not using it sooner. So if you're a creator and you're looking for music for your videos, make sure you check out Epidemic Sound. Link is in the description. Go to their website, start a free trial, and you can see they have a wide variety of really good music and beats, and they're easy to search for in different kind of genres. You can quickly download them, put them on your project, and guess what? You don't have to worry about that little copyright strike. So like I said, check out the link in the description. It will help out this channel, and give it a try for free, and I think you'll find it very valuable. All right. See you.
Okay, that was Epidemic Sound. I use Epidemic Sound a lot as well. I've been subscribed to them for a couple of years now. They're, in my experience, they're the best, definitely, for getting music for your videos.
You know what I've been doing a lot lately with my videos is you can download not just the song, but like the actual tracks.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times I find them like the guitar lines or like the melody lines are just like way too too loud or annoying. So I just go for that bass and drums.
Yeah.
And that sound, but then also I can cut it in different spots where the drums are out and just bass, or vice versa, and then maybe add the guitar in at certain spots. It's actually pretty cool.
Brilliant for sound effects as well. I'll get all of my sound effects for my videos on there as well.
Yeah, so. I've never even tried that. That's a good idea, especially on that last video I did where I was looking for sound effects like crazy.
Yeah, fantastic, really good. So, creative therapy. What's going on in your life then, Danny? What you planning on YouTube channel?
Well, hold on. I got to roll the intro first.
Oh.
Crazy. What's going on in my life? Well, I just did a video. I just recorded a video flying in a plane. And just before the show, I showed Xander some of the shots. Well, maybe we could put some of those on our Instagram, Tech is Hard podcast, so people can check it out.
Yep.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So I put the Max Lens mod on top facing towards the plane in the cockpit. And I put the Hero 7 on the wing. And then I put the GoPro Fusion underneath one of the wings.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a whole, low view where you could see everything. So that's going to be amazing.
And spoiler, I've Danny's just showed me some of those clips, and you need to tune into that video because that is going to be amazing. They're unbelievable, especially that one on the wing. Crazy shots,
dude. It looks. It's Hero 7 too. That's what's cool.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be really cool to see how that all comes together, especially with the Max Lens mod on there.
Yeah.
So the other thing I haven't told you this is, I was on the TV show Name That Tune, and I'll tell. We'll talk about that on the live stream. That experience. They actually asked me to apply for another game show.
Really?
Being shot out here, and it's called The Insider, but it's like an 8-week shoot. It's not just like a one time. And obviously I'm sure I could still do the podcast. I'm not, hopefully, otherwise you have to have a guest co-host. But I don't know if I'm going to be on it. It's going to work. It actually, I applied just because I kind of hope I am not on it, because it's supposed to be like a very taxing, like mental and physical kind of a thing. I don't know. Like if I get accepted on it, like seriously, the next 2 months are going to be like Rocky, at the gym for 3 hours straight, doing the best thing. That's probably a good
that's
thing.
exciting. So when do you hear possibly about that?
I applied the other day.
Yeah.
Maybe yesterday. And it was Emma's calling me. Emma, don't you know it's podcast time? So I applied. I also saw that like they pay pretty well per week, regardless if you win or not. If you win, you get like a ton of money or something. I don't know. They didn't really tell you, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to capitalize on this American living in Australia kind of thing.
Why not?
And we'll see how we go. Yeah.
Try and make the most of every opportunity that comes along. That's what I say. Definitely.
Yeah. What about you? What's going on with you?
Interesting news actually this week. I've got my first sort of photography customer. So I'm doing some work for a poster company that are asking me to do some product shots of their posters for Amazon. I'm going to do some video stuff as well for them. So for their websites and stuff like that. So that's interesting. That's possibly, I'm not getting paid for that, but it's sort of a foot in the door to possibly something bigger in the future. And anything like that adds to like your portfolio of stuff that you've done for people. So that's interesting. As far as everything else, life's pretty quiet at the moment. We're still in lockdown here in the UK, and the kids possibly go back to school on the 8th of March, so we're just sort of working towards that at the moment.
Man. But yeah, you've been working, driving the trucks pretty hard.
Yeah, we need to go full time, dude. We need this podcast to explode. I need to quit my job.
Yeah, don't quit your job. But that would be awesome. Yeah, subscribe and share for Xander so he can quit his job.
I can quit my job. Yeah.
Yeah. No, man, I do notice that like you have been like feeling pretty flat about your channel, and like some things that you write now, like a little message groups and stuff. You're like you're trying to get some opinions on things and looking for maybe some motivation.
I don't think motivation's my problem. I feel like I'm at a crossroads sort of thing. I'm trying to figure out which way to take the channel, which new things I need to be interested in making the stuff that I'm making on YouTube. So I'm still motivated. I love making the YouTube videos, but yeah, I feel like I'm at a little bit of a crossroads at the moment with how I want to take things forward, definitely. But as well, trying to find the balance between sort of personal life and doing this is particularly hard sometimes. I think that's the same because it's very time consuming. So yeah, just trying to find the balance between everything, direction, and I'm still motivated, dude. I love doing this, so I'll never give up. It's just
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, we do have a lot of other. We made a call out to creators saying if you're feeling flat on your channel, let us know. We'd love to like look at your channel and kind of give you some good ideas. We're not going to attack it. We're going to be on your side, just trying to help. And we've had a few people actually write in saying they wanted us to look at their channel and talk about it. And I think we're going to do that episode 9.
Yep.
So that should be pretty fun. And if you are a creator and you would like us to have a look at your channel, let us know in the comments on YouTube. Tech is hard. And that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm feeling great about my direction. I feel like things are going well. I'm really excited to get a new scooter.
Oh yeah, the Unagi.
It's Unagi. They're sending me a scooter. That's seriously what I've been wanting out of all of this. Like, just send me a free scooter. I want to do it.
Some free stuff.
So, yeah, man, that's gonna be great. Scott Davies is coming up here to look at houses.
Oh,
so
awesome!
He's
Yeah.
gonna move up to Brisbane, so I'll actually have a YouTube creator living nearby
and a scooter buddy.
Oh, he's a skateboarder, but we'll still be able to do reviews together and go off on little shoots and stuff. So that'll be great. That's my realm. But I still think if there was a way that you could do some kind of from the truck vlogs, like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I just think that would be very interesting for people. Like just like that atmosphere of just like, you know, I know that you can't like maybe legally or professionally have a camera up and just be talking to the camera and whatever. But
I do want to do more vlog style videos. I do miss making the vlogs, but I want to try and do it in a way where it incorporates sort of the what it takes to do these tech videos. So like that's one idea I've had. But Scott actually helped me a lot when he commented on our little group that we've got on Facebook Messenger, the inspirational group. But my next video coming out, I've actually used Scott's advice where I'm breaking up. It was actually your advice that you gave me about breaking up into sections, the video, sort of stages.
To do your reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I needed some sort of advice about what sections to use and what people look for when they're buying phone cases, for instance, or something like that. So yeah, that next video is going to be in that style. So that's definitely something I'm going to carry on doing going forward.
You know what I want to do I think that'd be fun. Like one of the worst parts of doing YouTube is the thumbnails and the titles. Like, I don't know. As soon as I finish the video, you know, we've talked about this on the channel, but I'm sure there's new people listening all the time. But just coming up with a thumbnail, and obviously, and it's cool because you could change it at any time. But I was like, you know, it'd be a fun challenge. All right, Xander, you're going to be doing my thumbnails and titles for the month of March, and I'm going to be doing yours. And I feel like they will be done so much better on both of our parts because I'm going to try to like impress you on your channel. You know what I mean?
Try and
like,
do it really well, yeah.
I'm going to do it really awesome. We should do that. Would you want to do that? The month of March?
Yeah, let's show. Why not? I'm up for anything. See, let's swap.
Right. Or we could get Scott Davies to do it because he has pretty good.
Scott's really pretty good at his thumbnails, yeah. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see what actually happens.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll have to do that. A thumbnail swap
challenge.
The thumbnail swap challenge.
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been some kind of a stinger, but no, it's yeah. You know what else is weird? I just gotta bring this up because we talked about privacy and stuff like that. I feel weird when people bring up VPNs for like
on the videos for promotions,
like sponsors and promotions. And the reason I feel like it's weird, it makes me think is I'm a very kind of conspiracy theory kind of brain here, but it's like why is everybody pushing these VPNs and then someone's VPN is like, no, our VPN is way better, not like those other VPNs that steal your information. It's like, what? I thought that was the whole point, was that it's a VPN. It's not supposed to steal your information. Yeah. So makes me wonder, like, is there an agenda? Are they trying to push something on people so that they're actually getting all the people that want to be hidden all their information? Like,
yeah, it's
weird.
They are weird. I mean, especially I thought was really weird was Casey Neistat was like towards the end. He was doing NordVPN on every video, and I was like, I think he was in a
contract. He was in a contract, and he probably had been on like so many videos he had to do. Yeah, and he was just like
mega money contract. That was.
Yeah, and he was like, I just got to get this I got to get this last Nord video done to get paid.
I feel like that's why he did his last 10 videos.
He's gone. He's gone.
I think Emma touched on this. She only does affiliate links for companies that are in Australia. You only do stuff that you believe in and that are your companies that you like, and it matches your channel. And but yeah, it's weird the way that I think sometimes people take the money rather than actually thinking about it before. I mean, it's got to be the case, hasn't it, in a lot of things.
Yeah, some people do. I mean, some people do really fun, creative ways to promote something. But I suppose if some weird company was like, "Hey, can you," and I thought they're good, but they're way off base of what I do. Maybe I could come up with some creative way to do it. But at the same time, I feel like my YouTube followers aren't going to care about something that's like, "Hey, flowers from." The gardens. I don't know. I'm coming up with really bad references.
Peter McKinnon does a good job of doing the sort of the inner creative way, where he does that sort of clones himself, and he's got a different character. I feel like that was probably the best way to do that kind of thing, because people actually look forward to seeing the new skit, and it's sort of something that people can.
That's true.
Enjoy.
That was pretty good. Yeah. Julie, the one that
Julie Nolk,
does she did a really good one. Did you see that one where she was like? She's about to do an ad, and then she got a call, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm already got a sponsor for this."
Yeah.
It's blah 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 blah. Like I was like, "Wow, that was actually pretty creative."
Yeah.
Front Page Tech, John Prosser, he has like a segment like where it's like, "Oh guys, I got to get paid really quick. I got to make some money for my life." And then he's got this, and he's got this like little stinger.
Yeah.
And then he does his thing. My main point was like VPNs. Like, should we trust them?
I don't.
Maybe we should go off on a different tangent there. But
we went off. But I mean, when it comes to that kind of thing, it's just that I don't really understand how they work, to be honest. So when it comes to me using them, I'm still a bit dubious about using them anyway. So
yeah, well, there's a lot of creators. Weren't they promoting like you and I? No, what was it, like the one where you get your DNA? And you try to find out your like family history, and it's like
God.
They're trying to like push that, and it was really
that's weird.
It was really creepy. And then Shane Dawson did like a whole conspiracy theories video about it, and he was saying like what he thinks is they're trying to get your DNA so that in the future, when you're 70 years old, they have this like kind of thing where they can either make you young again by your own DNA from when you're younger, and so they will resell it. They'll sell you this thing because now, they've had it. Like, it's very, very interesting.
The only other one I've used that has been promoted by a creator is Honey, that the add-on to Chrome where it gives you discount codes. So I actually do use that, and it's actually quite good. I've got some discounts on products that
who's the person that promoted that one?
God, a few of them have. I think Peter McKinnon did.
They did Honey.
I think so, but I can't remember. There definitely has been some of the people I do watch on a regular basis were promoting it. I can't remember exactly which ones, but that's one I have used.
Interesting. Well, there we go. That's I feel like we've got our creator therapy side out of us.
Yeah, definitely. We're all right. We'll take a different break, and we're back after this.
Commercial break.
Advert from the truck today because, well, I forgot to film it. If you want to make your live stream or Zoom calls look super professional, you need to use a DSLR or mirrorless camera linked to your computer via a capture card. Now, capture cards can be very expensive. The Elgato one is really good, but it's sort of upwards of £120, $200 dues, but we've found a great option, a really cheap option on Amazon. We will link it in the description down below. Really good quality for the price, and yeah, it saves you a little bit of money if you want to make your Zoom or live streams look really professional using a camera. Check it out. Anyway, back to the podcast. Okay, we're back, and that was the capture card, the cheap capture card that we're all using, which is, I can't believe the price of that thing and how good it is, to be honest. The Cam Link is like what, it's £120 over in the UK. I don't know what it is in dollary dues. Yeah. So yeah, fully recommend that. If you want to grab one of those cheap capture cards, the link will be in the description.
I wonder what happened to Elgato when that came out. I want to know how their prices were, like, or like their sales were. They're like they're making so much money off this, and all of a sudden it's like, pew.
Yeah.
What happened?
I didn't another company, I can't remember the company's name, but I think they generally bought millions of those and rebranded them and started selling them for like inexpensive. Somebody did a video, I think it's Epox Vox did a video on them.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
sounds awesome.
It looked exactly the same. But yeah, does it sound a little bit different? Do we sound different? What's going on?
It sounds weird.
Okay.
It sounds weird.
Hopefully it works, but we'll see. We're doing a little bit of a binaural test because last week we talked about 3D podcasts, and we both own binaural headphones, which basically record the surrounding. So hopefully, Danny, do you want to move around a little bit and see if it works so we can test it out?
Yeah, so I'm gonna head back there and make some noises. So this will sound like it's coming from behind your head. Ready? So I'll keep my headphones on. Yeah. So Xander, what do you think of? Yeah, I'm gonna clap a little bit too. Hey.
So we'll see if this works, but we are recording into our phone.
Hello.
And it's an interesting concept. I don't know if you can sort of move your head around now. You can hear if Danny's. You can hear Danny, but 3D podcasts. I was thinking about it during the week. I had different ways I could do this. The different kind of sound effects I could use, and people walking behind, or cars and traffic moving behind you if you're looking at somebody in a certain thing. I don't think it's going to be used for sort of talking podcasts like this, but it'd be good for sort of audio books and that kind of thing as well.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just made my dog bark because I was knocking on the door. But yeah, you know what? Audio, like book readings or with sound effects. I don't think that this is going to be done with binaural headphones. To be honest, I think it's going to be a way that you can track different things. Like you'll be able to see it like on like a sequence and different lines, and you can be like, okay, this one's going to go back here. You can kind of organize where you want the sound to be. That way, when people have their headphones with spatial awareness, when they turn their head, it faces more towards that spot. Yeah. Now, when you're listening to this right now, in this weird way, you're not going to. When you turn your head, it's not going to change the sound.
Let me move
as
well.
Hearing it.
I'll go around.
Yeah, go around. So you turning your head won't actually.
I'll open the door as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Walking around, opening the door behind me like that, and then the sound effect that should sound like it's coming from behind you, and that kind of thing. Yeah. So that might work. Yeah. We'll see.
I think it'd be cool. I think it would, like I said, it would be great for storytelling. But there's probably going to be some software that's going to come out pretty soon. Maybe even you can do this on Final Cut Pro with like 5.1 like editing. Yeah. But they'll probably have some kind of software where it's going to be easy to do that. I mean, like, you know, when I did that video, my last video with the lights, the R70 that we're doing a giveaway for. Yeah. I did a bunch of sound effects with that, but it would have been cooler to be like, I want this to sound like it's coming from behind them. You know that part where I had that scared part where I'm like, pumpkin head. Like I could have had like something behind you that made it sound like that was actually behind you.
But it's only going to work for the people that listen to it with headphones, though, isn't it? Or with people with spatial audio in their headphones. You got to have that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you ever watch that video? I talked about it last time. The video that I did reviewing my binaural headphones.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'll send you the link.
Yep.
If you type Danny Black binaural or 3D sound, you'll find it pretty easily. It's got a lot of views, and when you watch it, there's people in the comments that said they watched it on their like their TV home system with 5.1 sound, and they said it was the same kind of feel. Like it sounded like it was coming from behind them in different spots. So that's pretty cool that you could do that. Yeah, you have to watch it.
Okay. Watch it. I've just had a thought I could do my POV photography videos with binaural audio as well. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so you just talk and it would pick it up from that. Actually, that would be pretty cool because then it feels like it's you are the one. Like so no matter where you turn your head and stuff like that, I love that idea. You should definitely do that and promote it that way because binaural headphones are a big thing right now.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those big hitting search terms in YouTube and Google at the moment. So yeah, maybe that may be worth a try. Definitely.
Yeah, I like it. Well, let us know what you think in the comments. If it sounds like crap, we'll just be using these, and then we're gonna just basically waste
the last 5 minutes. But it's a good little experiment. We wanted to do it anyway, didn't we? Just to experiment to see what it actually sounded like.
Yeah.
And we've got.
We could put on TikTok.
TikTok. We haven't spoke about that. We were going to talk about it earlier, but it's still going. That video has the odd pop on different days. It's weird the way it works. I've been sort of watching. Every now and again they'll give it a bump, and loads of people will like it and see it, and it'll get lots of views. But other days it doesn't move.
Notifications. And every other video that we've done is like, and then we've one that's just like knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
They're sucking you in, man. Sucking you in.
Yeah, I think that's.
We didn't get sucked in this last week. We didn't do anything this week. We were like, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to waste my time with that.
Yeah. Well,
Nice try, TikTok.
No.
Nice try.
Yeah, we're not. We are. We're still going to keep on doing it, but we were sucked in for a little while, so we'll get some more content on there, I'm sure, at some point. We're going to tip of the week. Are we going to do that now?
Let's do tip. We can take these off and go back to our regular mics. And
We'll do that. Week. We'll do that. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Tip of the week.
Okay. So my tip of the week.
Yeah.
Have you seen guided access on a phone?
On the iPhone? No. I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
You know what it is? So if you go into your setting, there's another iPhone tip of the week.
I've got one.
You go into your you go into your settings, and then accessibility, and you scroll down to the bottom. You see guided access.
Yeah.
And you can turn that on, and what that does is when you can. This is probably better for parents, but also maybe for other people. Like I'll explain in a second. But what it is you triple tap your side button.
Right.
Like 1, 2, 3, and it turns it on, and then it doesn't. Basically, it stays within that app. So if let's say you put on YouTube and it's like a kids show or whatever, and you don't want your kids to go in anywhere else in your phone, it locks it in that one app.
Oh, right. Okay.
But then also, if people send you messages or anything like that, that doesn't pop up. Like,
right.
And maybe it sounds a little bit like bad, but like, let's say if you were watching a video with other people and you just didn't want any messages, coming in, not saying that it'd be bad messages, but you just don't want it interrupting a video you're watching. Yeah. You just triple tap and it's locked onto there.
Oh, right, okay.
But mainly I think it's good for like the parents with kids that don't want them to get into their other stuff. And you could set time limits with it, and then like either passcodes to get back on, to turn it back on.
That's it.
It's pretty cool. So check that out. There's a lot of other little things with it as well. Auto lock. So if like you give it to them and you can say, after 15 minutes, it's just going to lock.
Yeah.
It's not going to like even, let them go anywhere, so.
That's interesting.
So it's just a triple tap on the side and it gets locked on there.
There's so many of those little features on the iPhone that I think that people don't know about. And that's a really good one. Could come in very useful.
But in a business world too.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to show a group of people or something like that, a certain like paper or something, if you're like using your phone connected to an Apple TV that's on a big screen and it's like you're sharing your screen, you could just lock it onto that one app. Yeah. I think that would be
don't get any dodgy photos popping up on your boss's screen.
Exactly. That's what it sounds like I'm saying, and I'm trying to not say it.
But that is what you're saying, Danny. Come on, be honest.
At the same time, that is a thing that you don't want to happen.
Not necessarily dodgy, but I mean, your wife sent you a picture of the dog or something. It's just unprofessional, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, it's unprofessional.
Yeah, we'll say that. My tip is for Facebook Messenger. I've discovered this the other day. I don't know how I discovered it, but if you swipe right on a particular message, it allows you to reply instantly to that particular. What? Yeah. So if you're on Facebook Messenger, on our little group, for instance, and you swipe right on the actual comment or the message, it takes you down to the bottom where you can reply directly to that message, which is pretty cool.
Oh, swipe right. Yeah, so swipe towards the right.
Swipe right.
I always get it backwards because, like some people have their scrolling like opposite, like they're used to like on their mouse, it like scrolls with it or the opposite. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Do I have it? Mine is opposite, or no, when I scroll down, the page goes down. But like Emma has it the opposite.
My wife always says that. She goes, scroll down, and I'm like, you mean up?
Wait, so you go up to go down?
No, but no, hold on. No, I scroll down to go down.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
and up to go up on my mouse. But I think it's the way it works on the page, you have to sort of. My wife always says, can you scroll down? And I'm like, you mean you want me to go to the top of the page? Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't get that. What? I'm with your wife on that. What? I'm confused.
She'll go to the top. Hold on. What am I trying to explain? I'm confused myself
please.
now.
If you don't know what you're talking about, then
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but sometimes I'm not sure if it's on the computer or it's on the phone. You scroll up.
Oh, okay, on the phone, yeah, and that's what Emma. I think she's also used to that as well. So that's why it's set differently for her. Like trackpad is like when you're on the phone, if you want to scroll down,
That's it. On the phone, you have to scroll down to go up.
You have to move your finger up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when you said swipe right, it's confusing to me. Like.
That's what it is. It's on the phone. So when I'm on my phone looking on the internet, I have to scroll down to get to the top of the page, and you scroll up to go to the bottom of the page. So it's opposite.
Yes. Tech is hard.
Tech is hard. Why? Why is it like that? Why does it just? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my tip of the week.
That's a good tip. I like that. It's a good tip.
It's good.
Tip of the week.
Tip of the week.
So that's at the end of episode 7 already. I don't know what's going on. Where the time's going at the moment. It's just flying by. When you're having fun, time flies. Next week we've got Mark Ensby on the show.
Yeah.
And he quit YouTube. So we're going to find out
quit
why.
Being a YouTuber. Maybe he has. I don't know. It seems like
it has, but we're going to get some insight from Mark Ensby next week, which is going to be interesting. So make sure you subscribe and press the bell so you don't miss any uploads.
Yeah, giveaway coming up soon, and the live stream. We got lots to talk about on all these episodes coming up. So much tech coming out.
We're excited. I'm feeling like when October comes around, Techtober, we're going to be flat out.
Every day, a new podcast.
Every single day.
We should shoot for that by Techtober.
Definitely,
we want to be like roaring like crazy on this.
100%.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Cool.
Okay, well, that's it for episode 7. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and you can listen to us on all those other platforms, Apple, Spotify, all those cool things. So
search Tech is Hard.
Tech is Hard on all platforms. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Tech easy.
Take it easy.
Tech. No, that's your sound.
Take it easy. When I remember to say it is.